In Nigeria, many of us are still struggling, many girls are still struggling to get an equal treatment in the family or in the secular setting. And because this is just the norms of our society, we women, we tend to see ourselves as servitude or something, but that has been the standard here where we just struggle to fit in because you do something and people just say you don't do enough, and this has really given birth to so many women here just being the traditional woman. And even sometimes when you want to break out from it, you find out it's so difficult. So after all of this, all of the exposure I've gotten and everything, I find out that I'm just a mix of a traditional and a modern woman who likes to be a woman but still likes to have a space to explore and do many more. I really just enjoy being a woman, of course with no limitations to what I can or should. Many of us like that were raised by a typical traditional African mother which believes that the women should be servitude. So this standard has made Nigerian family unique. We are so unique in our own ways. Even when your family gets so much exposure, they really do not want to break out from the culture or to some extent, but so many family has tried to strike balance. And this, you can say that this is how an ideal Nigerian family is. I can't really tell the difference between a Nigerian family and American family. So first, I like to talk about family orientations. And these family orientations, we're going to break it into pay. So the family orientation an average Nigerian gets is different from what an American gets. For instance, we believe in being family through thick and thin. We believe in standing by family. We just believe that family is everything. We will do everything within our power to make sure that we see our family succeed together, grow together, or whatever the case is. But this is not the case for an ideal American family. The second is that relationship between siblings are different. For instance, an average Nigerian guy would take a place of a father, a brother, a boyfriend, or husband for his siblings, his female siblings. And so also an average Nigerian girl would take the position of a mother, a sister, a girlfriend, a wife for her brother. And this is how this is just the nature of our family. We just believe that we do things together as a family because girl will be asked to serve the brother. That is very common. I have saved my brother and I'm still saving him. And don't be surprised when you see a guy going all out for his sister, that sometimes the girlfriend or the wife is like, why is he doing all this? Because you just groom, you just train in this way that, look, you're supposed to be a father, a brother, a boyfriend, a husband for your sister. So you just go all out and do things within your power, and your sister in the other direction go all out to do things for you, which we believe this is the things that women should do and this is the things that men should do. So the Nigerian family is also trained based on respect. Respect in the sense that you owe your parents respect. No matter what, you shouldn't talk back at your parents. You also see your older siblings as your parents. So it's like this, in a descending order. You have to respect your elder ones the way you respect your parents. You don't expect to argue or something, although sometimes you argue. But we are trained, we are really trained to serve one another in the family setting because we just believe that there's cooperation, there's unity, there's progress in just being unified together, serve one another. You do what you can for another person, and so you expect others to do what they can for you. We just feel like that's how it's supposed to be. But I don't think that's the case for an American family, because individually people could choose, or a sibling could choose to say, I'm not going to do this for you, and no one will talk about that. Or a mom can choose to say, I'm not going to do this for you, and that is going to be normal. But in a Nigerian family, if I ask my sibling to do something for me, something he can do for me, and he says he's not going to do, that is going to be a problem, because every other family member is going to ask him why. In a Nigerian family, they give you so much sense of responsibility that if you're an older child in the family, you have lots of responsibility because you see yourself as being your father or something else. So we are grown with this sense of responsibility that you have to do for your family members. You can dare see your family members need something you can afford and you say no. You're going to be the black sheep of the family, and guess what? Everyone is going to be against you, and you do not want to find yourself in that situation. And because of this so much responsibilities that is weighing on our shoulder, it makes us to work so hard, especially if you see yourself in that position as one who have younger siblings. You know that you have so much work to do. They are going to serve you on all their capacity, and they expect you to serve them in all your capacity. That's how it is. That's how we train. That is why you see us all out trying to make ends meet, even when we feel like we have enough for ourselves. You just know that we're not just doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for other people. So we are going to keep doing it until the other people feel comfortable in their situation. A Nigerian family have great impact on the life of their children. To an extent, it can influence, or it can be your fate on who to marry or not, because of so much impact on you, or so much impact on your siblings, or so much impact on your children. You feel like you owe so much to your family, and it can in great extent determine who you marry or not. If your family go all against your spouse, I mean, you're never gonna be comfortable. That's why you say that if a Nigerian girl or a Nigerian man is trying to get into marriage, they consider their family, they try to talk their family into it, because their family to a great extent will determine the fate of their relationship. Obviously, in a Nigerian family, your family members do not care about who you fool around with, like who you date or who you don't date. They really don't care. That was previously, but as civilization is creeping in, parents are beginning to see the importance of getting to know who their sons, especially their daughters, is moving with. But still, in some family, they still do not agree to that, and they really don't want to know who you're moving with until you're ready to get married. They just want to hear, oh, that is somebody is interested in marrying me. They really don't care if they lock you in the house. When the time comes, they expect you to bring a suitor. But it's not like that in the American family. I mean, they let their children freely go out for dates and stuff, you know, get to socialize with people. But if you really want to be in the influence of your family, they're never going to give you the opportunity of mingling with people, but they still will expect you to bring a suitor when the time comes. And if you are a female in this country or in Nigeria, let's say, if you're a female and you're dating, your boyfriend is not supposed to pass a night at your parents' house. Yes, I see that in American settings a lot. Girls bringing your boyfriend to the house, the boyfriend stay at night and stuff. You can never do that here. You don't do that here. It's a taboo to bring a man to sleep over in your father's house or your mother's house, except when you're married. So when you're married, they now understand that this is your husband, and then he's welcome to sleep over. But apart from that, it's a very big thing to let a man sleep over in your parents' house. So another interesting thing to know is that Nigerian families do not care about your court marriage. Sounds sick, right? They really don't care. Like, your family could say they don't want you to marry this person, and you insist that you want to marry this person, and you go ahead in a modern society now, get to a court and sign the papers. Still in the family, they are not recognized as one who is married in both families, except one side of the family actually agreed to that. But in both families, you're not even recognized as one who is married, because the men in the main family, in the guy's family, they will say they didn't accompany you to marry a wife, and the girl's family will be like, the family didn't come to ask for a wife. And so you could be married to your husband, but you're still not recognized in the family. And getting family recognition as a wife or a husband is a big thing here. Very interesting thing is that a family do not feel proud giving their daughters away for marriage if they feel like the man is not financially capable in taking care of their daughter. Because we still run a traditional family settings here. It is believed that your girl should be taken care of, because you're just a girl, you need to be cared of. So even if you're working, you have your own money, you want to get married, and your family sees that the guy is not financially capable, they can just say no, this is not the man for you, because they believe that as a woman, if you go into marriage with someone who is not financially capable, you may not enjoy being a woman, even though you have your own money. Because sometimes, if you want to face reality, we see that when women go into marriages, they start giving birth and stuff, and their work is slow and all of that. And no Nigerian family want their daughter to be married to such a man that will make them feel like their daughter is not financially secure. In the American family, a girl can marry to who she wants to be married to. If he has money, if he doesn't have money, I mean, she can marry whoever she wants to spend her life with. But here, you will be stereotyped that. I've seen it in the American family settings that they do not limit their kids to who they want to marry or who they want to spend their life with. But a Nigerian family will scrutinize the guy you're going to be married to as a lady. And they will even go as far as, in some culture, they will go as far as scrutinizing their extended family to make sure that their daughter is just going into a good hand. That's what it's called. But in the American family setting, I feel like people just look at people and they feel like they want to spend their life with the person, and that's it. But in Nigeria, it's not like that. When you're married to one person, you're married to the whole family. Because I see it now. When I was small, I never understand, but now I understand better. But that when one family member gets into trouble, the whole family gets into trouble. And so the family, to a great extent, will tell you, you're not marrying here, you're not marrying there, because they are afraid that something will happen to you. And once something happens to them, the other family members are also affected. So that's the reason why they really see into what their daughters or what their son is about or doing, because they believe that when something goes wrong, every other person is going to be affected. I hope this cleared it. So little things you didn't know about Nigeria, and I hope I'm able to enlighten your understanding about Nigerian culture, Nigerian family, and all that. I've not really broadened this video because I don't want it to be lengthy, but then if you want to see a part 2 of this, just leave a comment below. I'll gladly do it, because there's so much to talk about, so much diversity, so much differences, so much uniqueness and all. So I will see you next time. I will see you. Until then, please stay safe.